Hey, welcome. So, we've been looking at this really fascinating source that makes a pretty big claim. Not all days are created equal. In fact, it lays out what it calls a celestial blueprint for a specific day, promising that if you follow it, your actions could have a huge long-term impact. So, let's see what's actually in this blueprint.
So let's just get right into it. The big question is, how can you make tomorrow, March 5th, not just another Tuesday, but a day where what you do actually matters, where your actions create lasting, positive results?
Well, according to this source, the secret is all about understanding the day's unique celestial blueprint. Think of it as a kind of framework for aligning what you do with the cosmic energy of the day. So, what is the cosmic setup for March 5th? Let's break it down. Okay, first, we need to get a handle on the basic code for the day, the fundamental setup that creates this unique energy.
So, what even is a celestial blueprint? Well, the source defines it as the unique energetic potential of a day, all based on cosmic alignments. It's almost like a weather forecast, but instead of rain or sun, it's telling you about the day's underlying energy. Like, is it a good day to plant some major seeds for your future, or is it more of a day for just routine stuff?
All right, so for March 5th, the source lists these as the specific cosmic ingredients. Now, we don't need to get lost in all the astrological details, but the source points out that elements like Hasta Nakshatra are all about skill and craftsmanship, while Brahaspativar, that's Thursday, is linked to things like growth and wisdom. So it's this very specific mix that supposedly creates the day's unique potential. Okay, so we've got these cosmic ingredients for growth and skill, but the real question is, what does this whole celestial recipe actually feel like, on a practical level? And more importantly, what are you supposed to do with it? And that brings us to our next section, translating that cosmic code into a feeling, an atmosphere that you can actually tune into and work with.
And this is where it gets really, really interesting. The source talks about this powerful duality. On one hand, your internal vibe is meant to be calm, composed, and super focused. But on the other hand, the external potential is high energy, totally fruitful, and all about growth. It's like the perfect combo for getting big things done, but without all the usual stress.
And the source really doubles down on this point. It doesn't just say it's a good day. No, it says the atmosphere is charged with extreme energy and that everything you will do will turn fruitful. Now, that is a pretty bold promise for a return on your effort. So, if the energy is that powerful, where are you supposed to direct it? Well, the source is really clear about this. It zeroes in on one core opportunity for the day.
And here's the crucial takeaway. This is not a day for, clearing out your inbox or running a bunch of little errands. Nope. The energy is specifically tuned for actions that have staying power, things that are built to last. It's all about laying foundations.
And the source gets super specific, laying out 3 major ways to channel this energy. You could launch that new project you've been thinking about, forge a really solid long-term collaboration, or formally begin a new journey. See the theme? Each one is about setting something big in motion that's going to grow way beyond just this one day.
Okay, launching projects, starting new journeys, that all sounds incredible. But how does this huge cosmic energy actually show up in our simple day-to-day lives? I mean, how do we bring it down to earth? Well, according to the source, this high-level energy actually starts to show up on a really practical level, and it starts with how you fuel your body. The first step to tapping into all this growth energy is mastering your food and your physical well-being. And from there, the focus shifts from physical fuel to your most valuable resource, your time. The idea is that you'll feel this natural push to manage your time and your personal energy way more efficiently and effectively. So here's the key connection. This isn't some abstract thing happening out there in space. You'll probably feel this cosmic push as an internal drive to just get more efficient. And this is a brilliant point, right? It shows how those huge long-term goals are always built on a solid foundation of small, well-managed daily actions. All right, let's pull all these pieces together. Let's create a simple, actionable blueprint you can use to really make the most of the day. So here's your cheat sheet. The vibe is calm and focused, which means you can think clearly. The potential is high energy and fruitful, which means your efforts are going to pay off. Your main action item, focus on big, long-term goals. And the foundation for all of it is simply mastering your personal time and energy. So at the end of the day, the source gives us a map, a blueprint for some serious growth.
It points to a day where a calm mind and high energy potential line up perfectly for building something that's meant to last. So the only question left is, how will you use it?